La alineación del Barcelona será...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Madrid have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And we're underway. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's through, now is he in? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Throw in. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Dani Olmo. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Lewandowski. Valde. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pedri. Rafinha. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Pedri. Madrid still without a single shot on target. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's put paid to a promising move. Gallagher. Van Dijk. Foden. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Martinez.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Kubasi. And Koundé. Yamal.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Oh, that's fabulous. Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Quickly taken. Can he get it through? And it's Ribéry. Pedri. Now Martinez. That's a sharp pass. Pedri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lewandowski. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
He's got away. Ribéry. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Martinez cuts it out. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Yamal. Now it's Ribéry. Kubasi. Dani Olmo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's gone for a throw-in. Nicked it back promptly. Good running, strong and purposeful. Ribéry. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Gallagher. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Kubasi. And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And that could set him on his way. Koundé. Dani Olmo. Yamal. And Koundé, who played through for the wide man.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Dani Olmo!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He is through here! That's a decent clearance. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Madsen. Bastoni. Van Dijk. And here's Foden. Messi. And Messi! It's there! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 56 el dorsal 10. ¡Messi!
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Gallagher. Messi. Oh, good spread. Foden. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
La asistencia a este partido
60 minutes played.
asciende a 97.559 espectadores.
And here's Ribery. He has found a way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pedri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
El dorsal 20 será reemplazado por el dorsal 14.
He's found a way past. Mbappe. Shot at goal! Pablo Torre. Foden delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Played back in. Deftly away. Martinez.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Ribery. He's found a way through. Messi. Messi! And he's quick to get it clear again. Time for a change in personnel. Ferran Torres getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
El dorsal 17.
No, he wasn't going to let him past.
El dorsal 7.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
There's the delivery. And they win it back again. Looking for the runner. Van Dijk clears it away. And he can clear it away. Played out towards the right wing. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Pablo Torre, that is lovely. He's picked his way through. Bastoni tries to clear.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And he cuts out the supply. He's through here. Oh, that's fabulous. He's free, he has got space. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Ferran Torres. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. De Jong. And here's Lewandowski. That's that, the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Foden claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you